Alright, so for this song, the first thing to mention is that the bass is tuned a little bit differently, but just a teeny bit differently. The G string, well, what's normally the G string is now tuned down a half step to G flat. So I did that so that I can get these chords just nicely in harmonics there. So G string, tuned down a half step, and a collapse is the same way too. So anyway, let's start out with just talking about the right hand. So with the right hand for this one, as well as a collapse, the fingers all have a designated string for the most part, or at least for this one I think for the entire song they have a designated string. Like the thumb is always the low E, and then the fingers go up the strings accordingly after that. And I just have my hand resting right here and finger picking the whole time. So with the thumb, for example, it's more of a strum, like you would on an acoustic steel string guitar. So that is what the right hand's doing the entire time for this one. So it's just resting there. And so let's start off with the first note is a D, which is a 10th fret on the E string. And that's not a harmonic, that's just a regular note. And then we move up with the pinky on the 12th frets to hit those harmonics on the way up, and then finger picking with these fingers. And we kind of swipe the pinky through so it just touches the strings just barely and just for when you're plucking to get the harmonics nice and loud. Got a lot better at it halfway through there. I haven't played it in a little bit. Okay, so that's a good majority of the intro as it plays that for a while, and then it changes up slightly. The right hand is again just doing the same exact rhythm, and then instead of hitting that D right there, we move it to the 7th fret and hit that harmonic. So I'll go through much of the beginning. And then it ends right there with just harmonic on the 12th fret on the A string, and then back. So I'll play it through one more time. And then that repeats again. And it creates kind of this cool like rotating motion almost. Like I have my thumb in the back and it's just kind of my hands rotating around the thumb to get that 7th and 12th. And as well for this one, the pinky kind of rotates around to keep it on the string for only a little bit. And then after that, that's probably 80% of the song. And then after that, the chorus is no harmonics in the chorus, at least for the main part. We move up to this chord, which is a 3rd fret on that E string, and then 5th with the pinky on the G, which is now the G flat string. And then we move that up a whole step to get the next chord, 5 and 7, and then 2, 3. And then here, we want to pluck with the thumb and the ring to get that chord at the same time. And then that's the rhythm with the right hand. So the chorus is. Then it ends with a big D string, really loud. And then you slide up to the 10th and do the same exact pattern as the beginning except without the harmonics. Alright, let's do the chorus again. And so on. And I do like to slide it in between those chords, especially with the pinky right at the beginning. I didn't do it very good there, but yeah, sliding up with the pinky. So that's about 90% of the song. The rest of the song is in the tab. There's the text tab on Ultimate Guitar, but it can be kind of confusing because with text tab it's hard to know what's a harmonic and what's not. And I do definitely recommend product placement. Not really, is Guitar Pro 6, because this will actually, when you open up the Guitar Pro file, it'll actually play the song for you, and the harmonics actually sound like they should. And yeah, it's just awesome. I've been using that software for a bajillion years, and it makes learning songs really, really easy. So I do recommend it, and they didn't pay me to say that. So yeah, that's it for this song. A collapse will be right here somewhere, annotated, and thanks for watching.